E estamos de volta a transmitir aqui a partir de Odivelas, esta que é a Champions League Odivelas 2021. Como sempre, relembro, a transmissão será feita em inglês devido à internacionalidade do desporto que estamos a ver aqui para ser praticado. O goalball é um desporto internacional e temos pessoas a assistir em toda a parte do mundo. Por isso, entrego como habitualmente a emissão para Bradley Hope. Bradley, next game, next expectation.
Well, it's a chance to see two new teams that we haven't seen so far, Old Power and Lyon, who are going to be battling out another Finnish side, so two Finland teams competing in this men's side of the competition. And it's going to be interesting. There's some really good players, certainly in the Old Power side. I recognise Erika Minala, who is a 35-year-old from Finland, playing in this team. Once again, this team is all made up of players from Finland, but Eric Minala is certainly one to watch out for. As for Lyon, French players, it's a new experience for me seeing these French players. It's going to be fascinating to see how they play, the tactics they'll set out, and I think we're in for another really good game. I think this is another one which I'm just fascinated to see how it plays out in the opening couple of minutes in terms of who maybe takes the advantage, who takes a hold of the game. And we've had games in these past three games where the team has won by a large margin, but it's gone almost all the way, apart from that previous game. So we could be in for another really close game and a game that potentially goes all the way.
Yeah. And we have to justify our delay to our viewers because the game is delayed. And this is the proof that the games have been really fought off. Everyone fights until the last second, until the last game, until the last goal, to prove that they are here for a reason and that they want to win this championship.
Absolutely, no. It's going to be another really fascinating game. The opening game's always the one that teams want to try and win to get off to a good start. And in Group B, of course, we had RGC Hansa, who got off to the perfect start, that 19-9 victory, the 3 points and the plus 10 goal difference. You cannot get better than that. But it's going to be another fascinating game. Let's see who wins out between Old Power and Lyon.
Yeah. And we give a shout out to Ringo, which is following up the games. And now we have to ask Ringo, who do you want to win? Because he was for Brussels.
This will be another interesting call. I'll be interested to see what he thinks. Will it be Lyon or will it be Old Power?
We have the clock ready to start. We have the teams on their places. No, we don't. We just have two players. Now the third player for Lyon. And once again, I ask to the viewers to tell us where they are watching from, because we want to know. We are risking our lives here because the commentary box, it's so close to the court that the ball passes really, really close. And we are talking about the ball with more than 2 kilograms.
More than 2 kilograms away, yeah. It's a very heavy ball, and it's amazing how much power. I mean, we have a barrier in front of our camera, and that's being moved back every time it hits the barrier. So they certainly get a lot of power on these throws.
We are risking our lives here, so tell us, where are you watching? It's easy. It's easier for you guys.
But it is certainly great to be this close to the action. You can really see the emotion and the tensions that go into every game, and almost the exhaustion that the players have after every game. So a reminder, Lyon are in burgundy, a maroon-coloured shirt, whereas Old Power are in black, the black shirts.
Do you know, in Portuguese we call it Bordeaux.
Bordeaux?
That color. Which is a city that is really close to Lyon, so Bordeaux. Probably there are some cultural connections between them. You guys have burgundy, right?
Burgundy, or maroon.
Maroon,
burgundy, yeah. So the two starting threes for both sides. For Lyon, we have number 1 Haris Nemalia, number 3 Nabil Baish, number 6 Kader Bouelaya.
Once again, really powerful throws in the first plays.
Nabil Baish with the throw there. As for Old Power, the starting three, number 1 Yoni Yolanin, number 5 Yanni Veselain, and number 9 Hassan Zovidavi.
Ringo doesn't have any preference in this game,
Okay.
but he clearly had in the previous one, where he was shouting for Brussels. Now we have Lyon and Old Power.
Quiet, please. Play.
In this last play, they said something that in English you say, sorry about my French. When the ball passes the players, they don't like it. They are really, really focused on the game.
Quiet, please. Play.
And
And that's
the first
opening,
goal
the opening goal.
for Old Power.
Veselainen, Yanni Veselainen for Old Power.
And the Kuriakos bench does it again.
They seem to be the winning team. Old Power defend that one. Yanni Veselainen.
Ball open. Quiet, please. Play.
Oh, another brilliant finish. The accuracy, the power, Yanni Veselainen.
I want to see the replay of this one. It's beautiful.
Absolutely superb. Veselainen with a brilliant throw. And a timeout has been called already inside the opening minute and a half.
So I have here an information from Ringo that says that in France the sport is still in these early years, so they are expecting a great evolution in their teams.
Well, the only French team competing at this Champions League in the men's side of the competition are from Lyon.
Quiet, please.
And all of the team are all from France. So maybe, as Ingo says, building a team for the future.
Quiet, please. Play.
it just trickled towards the goal line, but it was stopped, and Lyon now have the chance to respond. Good save. Down to the left. Davi, the number 9, he just comes across the near side, looks to go for the corner.
It was a little bit wide.
Quiet, please. Play.
Remembering our viewers that the silence is kept because the sport requires some silence for the players to focus all of the senses on the ball and on the court. But we'll keep informing you what is happening. High ball?
It was the 10-second penalty, I believe.
10-second penalty.
So penalty against Old Power and a chance for Lyon to get their first goal of the Men's Champions League.
Play.
Oh,
And
it's a
he
brilliant
kept
stop
it.
on the line. Oh, has it gone over the line? It has just crept over.
What a save.
1, 2. Quiet, please.
No, it counted.
Quiet, please.
It counted. Yeah, we saw it on the replay.
Just went over.
It went over the line.
Karabuelia for
Lockdown.
Lyon, the number 6.
Quiet, please. Play.
Another good save from Budelia.
Quiet, please. Play.
Oh, and it just trickles over the goal line. It's 2-2.
So we have a tie.
And it's Nabil Baish
Play.
who gets that one. 2-2. Inside the opening 4 minutes. Good save from Nabil Baish again.
Quiet, please. Play.
But a little bit slower than the games that we've seen before.
Yeah, it's not as quick. The pace is certainly, and the tempo of the game is slower. Just taking the time. 2-2. Maybe just trying to work the opposition out.
You know, some throws with a lot of power. And they are fine-tuning the accuracy, I think.
Oh, good save, diving down to the right.
Quiet, please. Play.
Old Power was the winner of the 16-17 season, so
Correct. Yeah, that was in 2016-17 where the tournament was played over 3 stages. And it was in Rostock, Helsinki and Malmo across those 3 stages.
and in the time Erkki Minala, I think, scored 99 goals.
Brilliant. here's a fact for you as well with Eric Minola. He is the all-time, as of 2019, is the all-time Champions League goal scorer of 414 goals for Old Power. That was of 2019.
We have the information from Ringo, who says that, in his opinion, Old Power and Sporting are the big favorites to win this tournament. But there are two really different teams, I think, because the Finns are playing with a lot of calm,
Yeah, composed.
composed precision. The Sporting, at least yesterday and in the previous games, we see a lot of more of art and soul in the game. This is more brain. I think.
So a penalty here against Lyon, so an opportunity here for Old Power to
Untie the
take
game.
the lead. 3-2. Let's see if they can take it.
And we have a goal.
Easy work. Zovidavi, the number 9, a 29-year-old from Finland.
And
Is it going to be an instant reply? It is! What a
oh
game
my
this
God.
is! First 5 minutes have been breathless. It's 3-3 between Lyon and Old Power. Absolutely brilliant. Now can Old Power respond? Comfortable save in the end. Going for that post.
somebody's going to repaint all the posts because the ink is being scrapped.
Pushed round the post.
White.
It's that restart as the referee quite rightly, said to people to please be quiet. It's really important that the players can hear the ball, especially at the speed the throws are being placed at.
In the audience, we already see Sporting team waiting for their game, but at the same time feeling how the Old Power is playing.
So Sporting will be back in action at 1 o'clock. Our next game, GC Perun against Moscow GT. That will come from Group A.
Moscow lost yesterday to Sporting.
Yep.
Perun, we didn't see yet.
Our first look at GC Perun.
The games are a little bit delayed, but that's all right because the reason it's good. It has been a really good couple of games.
Quiet, please. Play. Substitution. Old Power. Out, number 5. In, number 6.
They are replacing some of the players.
Yep.
It's a change on the tactics.
Yeah, so Yanni Vassilian comes off and he is replaced by number 6, Ito Eronin, the number 6. So 2 years younger is Ito Eronin of Vassilian, so he's 28 is Ito Eronin, maybe just to get a fresh face on.
And he's a big player.
He's big, tall guy. Yeah, he's the tallest out of the Old Power squad on the court at the moment, and he's making his way over to this near side. Blocked initially.
And a goal.
Oh, just stopped on the line. That was perilously
Wasn't
close.
a goal. Here.
Quiet, please.
The volunteers have a great job here today. A lot of white balls. And we have the first fan.
Quiet, please.
Samir Belkir is saying Allez, Allez Lyon. Something like Go
Go
Lyon.
Lyon.
And where are you watching from, Samir?
Well, at the moment, there's nothing to separate these two sides. 3-3 inside the opening 7 minutes of this first half.
And it's a little bit unexpected, right? Because we thought that Old Power,
Yeah.
being the great team that they are, at this time they should have the things more to their side, right?
So Old Power, I mean, they have players to come on, like Erkki Minila, who is one of the greatest players in the Champions League history, in fact, who is on the bench to potentially come on. Oh, off the crossbar! And it stays out. Incredibly.
Oh, Samir is watching us from Marseille, on the Mediterranean.
That sounds rather nice.
Ah, not bad, Samir, not bad. Next time you go there.
Quiet, please. Play.
And a goal.
That's the fourth. For Old Power, they take the advantage back, and it's Ito Oronen, the substitute, who came on. 4 minutes of this first half remaining. It's 4-3. And now this is going to be interesting. Can Lyon hit back once again? Uelia going for that corner, saved by Oronen, pushing it to his right.
Three minutes and a half to go for the first half. Ringo is saying that he's surprised with the result until now. Why, Ringo? Why are we surprised? Should Old Power be winning, or you expected that Lyon would be in front?
Zovidavi going for the near side corner.
Quiet, please. Play.
It's been a different game of what we have seen until now.
It's been a
Really balanced.
a calmness to both sides, a bit slower as well, slow tempo. There's not been almost like a basketball rally between the two teams.
Lockdown.
Lyon has been defending really in front. Do you see? Not over the line, but
Yeah,
really
they,
forward.
yeah, they really try and attack the ball, come up to the top of, even at the starting positions here, really get to the front of the orientation area, and the ball just fizzes past them as It was almost too much power on that throw for them to defend. 5-3 now for Old Power. That could be a case of they just want to be on that front line of the orientation line where the wire is, so they can always make sure they know where they are. Also to attack the ball as they defend.
And it was a goal. No long ball.
Timeout called here. With just over 2 minutes remaining of this first half.
This could balance a little bit the game from Lyon, because it's 5-3. If they get the goal, it's 5-4. So all bets are off again.
This next goal could be really crucial.
Yeah. Even for the mind game part, right? Because they need to be focused, and if they see the score growing up, I think it can balance a little bit of the minds of the players. So we have 110 TRM, which say the game is interesting. Allez les gars pour la France. So the game is interesting. Good. Go guys, France.
So just
And that's what we expect now. That
a quick check here on the VAR. Just want to confirm what the issue is, why they've gone to the VAR. Has there been a protest for one of the teams?
we can ask to our director to show us again the last play, the play that went to the VAR. I think it's that goal that we saw, but so they are watching the play again and again.
So yeah, just
Our team is finding out what is happening. They say to me in the ear, the body language says that they are not sure yet. Here he comes. Yes, it is. This is the play. I think that is the question of the long ball and the high ball.
Okay.
Can we see it again? They are questioning it.
So deliberations going on here.
I'll ask Katarina to show us again the slow motion.
Quiet, please.
No, I think that's fine.
And it's a
This
goal.
time a long ball has been given against Old Power. So it's 5-3 now, and a chance for Lyon to try and reduce that deficit to just one.
Quiet, please. Play.
Good save, brilliant save on the line. Zovi Davi, the number 9, guesses correctly and goes to his right.
It's really impressive how in a so big space they can find out the ball and keep it out of the goal line.
Quiet, please. Play.
So substitution here for Lyon. Coming off is Kuriakos. And on comes Arnaud Ramos Martin, the 28-year-old, the youngest in this squad. Ramos Martin comes on for Lyon.
Comes fresh and willing.
Absolutely. He is the youngster in the pack, and he'll want to try and make an impression. He'll want to try and impress his older peers in the squad.
And here we are talking about clubs, not selections. So who knows? Who can see him and try to get him for another club or something like that. So I think it's more interesting for the players, even more interesting, to show up their skills.
Go for the corner. Oh, what a brilliant finish that was. Ito Oronen from corner to corner. It was in the side netting. It was that good. What a throw. Brilliant. Just over a minute remaining of this first half, and Old Power are just starting to now gather a little bit of momentum here. And it's always the critical point of a goal ball match is just before half time. If you can get that goal and put your opposition on the back foot.
And Lyon, it's becoming a surprise. And Lyon, it's becoming a surprise for all because it wasn't expected to be such a match against Old Power, which is one of the powers of the European goalball.
Absolutely, one of two teams from Finland competing in the men's competition. The other is HD Sports. So a reminder, this game is coming from Group B, and we've already had one of the games. RGC Hansa claiming the victory over Brussels. Good save down to the right.
110 TRM says to us in the YouTube that Arnaud va faire le travail pour nous deux. Something like, you will work for both of us. Get 14 seconds to go in the first half. And Old Power is surprisingly battling against Lyon for surprise of us all.
Half time, and it's Old Power who lead 6-3 at the break. It's been a really close and tight first half. And Lyon, I think, have impressed a lot of people, including us and the people who are watching on the stream. I think Lyon are putting up a great fight. It was 3-3 for a long time in this game, and just in the last couple of minutes, Old Power, those final few throws, have just put themselves back into a good position.
And we are seeing some of the goals that were scored in the first half, and some of them are just beautiful. The angles and the way that the ball goes.
Yeah, Jani Vesalainen, the number 5 for Old Power, with some brilliant throws. Eetu Oronen with a great finish as well. That was the penalty dispatched from Old Power. Baish, the number 3.
This one is the tricky one. She bounces in the player's body. These ones are really difficult. This is the one on the line.
Yeah.
I want to see this one again because I have doubts.
It was close.
I want to go to the VAR.
We did have a VAR incident.
This one, it was the one that went to the VAR because of the high ball.
That was a brilliant finish. Eetu Oronen right in the corner, across the court. So 90 seconds remaining of half time.
And we are almost a minute away from the second half of this brilliant game. As usual, the volunteers are swapping the floor. We always explain this because of the conditions of the court influence the players' senses. Every time that the game stops, the volunteers mop the floor, clean it, check about the lines, because the lines on goal ball are textile. They have some texture for the players to feel it and to know where they are on the field. So afterwards and before we start the second half, the referees will check that every eye bandage and the eye shadow is in place to check that everything is by the book.
Absolutely, yeah. So they check it before the start of the game, at half time, and you'll notice that they'll have technical timeouts as well to make sure that all the players have the correct eye shades and it's not loose on the head as the hooter goes for the end of half time, and we'll get the second half underway very shortly.
And in the background, we see the Moscovites trying to warm up, preparing themselves for the next game. Because, as we have been saying, we'll have games until Sunday from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I think it's something like that, because the first game starts at 9.
Yep.
The last game starts at 8. The games are being delayed, so it's probably more than 12 hours straight of goal ball here in Kuriakos.
Oh, brilliant action, absolutely. And it's going to be Old Power get us underway.
And we have a new player.
And it's Eric Minala, who is to a lot of goal ball fans across Europe, and will be a recognisable name. Eric Minala, one of the greatest goal scorers in the Champions League history.
And
that is a goal for Old Power, 7-3 now. And they are starting to pull ahead here.
Eric made 99 goals in the season 16-17, right?
Correct. Incredible. And from the last updated stats from 2019, in the all-time top scorers, Eric Minala from Old Power has 414 goals.
And another one.
And there goes another one. The experience he has is absolutely paramount to this Old Power team. It's 8-3 already.
His entrance changed the speed of the game clearly.
Long ball given against Lyon, so this is an opportunity now with the penalty.
And it's Eric who is going to...
If you want one man to have a throw for a penalty, it is this man. Eric Minala.
Oh,
well, I say that, and it's miles wide in the end.
I think he was aiming to the far.
I think he was too far, aiming for our technical team over in the corner.
Or to the sporting team, which...
Quiet, please. Play.
Oh, but he responds. He does respond, Eric Minala. You can't keep him out for long. The 35-year-old Finland international missed from a penalty, but he hit back straight away, and almost
I think three goals in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, incredible.
Impressive.
In a minute and 4 seconds, there has been 3 goals, and now Old Power are 4 goals away from confirming the victory ahead of time. And a reminder, our next game will be GC Perun against Moscow GT. That will be coming up next from Group A. It'll be our first chance to have a watch of GC Perun. Moscow GT, of course, we saw in action yesterday against Sporting. Here come Lyon, Yoni Yolinin. Long ball given against Yolinin.
And even Moscow has lost. They had the hearts and souls of everybody who was here, because they were just 3 players, and they kept and they kept and they kept. They don't have the people to change and to replace players during the game, but they were really heroes yesterday.
Well, I do apologise. It was actually Haris Nemalaja for Lyon who gave away the penalty, but expertly saved it. So it remains 9-3. As you quite rightly mentioned, of course, Moscow with those 3 players, and that is the difference between all the rest of the teams, that they've got a squad that they can change the players and keep the legs fresh and the minds healthy.
Interesting. The Finns are aiming to the center, and with good results.
Exploiting maybe that space that's just created between the centre and the wings. Ambroise Dowden. Number 4 for Lyon on the left side. He will respond through the centre. Comfortable save for in the middle. To Erenin, who's interestingly, he's actually gone into a central position, and that throw there from Vesalainen. It is 10 now, and they're 3 away from confirming this victory. Oh, what a response! Ramos Martin with his first goal.
Great defense over his body and the bar.
Oh, and it just bobbles in. What a response from Old Power.
And again, 3 goals away. Or 9 minutes and a half.
How many times have we seen it where a team scores and you think they've got a chance back into the game, but then the team that's leading hits back straight away? Here is Eric Minala, who looks to respond, get the power on it.
And a goal. And this one is going to be hard to swallow.
Penalty given against Eric Minala. Oh, what a brilliant save. He flew himself to the right, Eric Minala.
Really impressive.
And that is why he is one of the greatest European players, is Eric Minala. Wow, I'd love to hear the reactions of people who are watching on the stream to that save, because that was quite remarkable.
All of Fame material.
Yes.
So 9 minutes and 20 seconds or 3 goals to find out who is going to win this game. But the French are being a surprise. Clearly a surprise.
Yeah, they are really battling hard, Lyon. But coming up against a really strong team.
We ask audience, please keep quiet. On the ball, please. Don't joke. Ball, please.
The referee is asking for more silence.
Quiet, please. Play.
It's amazing when the hall goes really quiet. You can hear every little sound, every little movement.
And that is what is needed to the best performance of these players.
Play.
And another.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Jani Vesalainen.
Quiet, please. Play. Lockdown.
Quiet, please. Play.
Here is Minala. Minala goes for it down the centre. It bobbles and bounces into the net. It's 13
Beautiful.
for 1 away for All Power to wrap up this game ahead of time. It would be an emphatic victory in time-wise.
Thank you. Quiet, please. Play.
Long ball.
Long ball called, and this could be the
This could
beginning
be
of
it.
the end
This could be it.
for Old Power. Intriguing to see who will take this one. E2
Quiet.
Erenin has the ball in his hands. Can he finish it off for Old Power? Standing in the centre of his goal. What a performance it's been in the second half. Erenin goes for the corner and
it's
finishes
done.
it off. Old Power claim the victory.
With 8 minutes and 43 seconds to spare, Old Power wins to Lyon.
It's 14-4. What an emphatic victory
Brutal,
that was.
brutal. This second half, the Old Power put the power on, clearly. They put the pedal to the metal and they wanted to win.
Well, it was 3-3 for so long
Yeah.
for a time in that first half. But just before the end of that first half, you just felt Old Power getting into this game. And then suddenly in that second half, with the introduction of Eric Minala, absolutely brilliant. A solid performance
Impressive.
from Old Power. And they claim the victory 14-4. And that is the quickest victory we've had so far.
Yeah. And next we have what is expected to be also a great game. We're going to have the Czech Republic against the Russians, the GC Peru against and we have received just the results of that. We'll be back after a small break. Keep following the playlist, and we'll be back for another great break, another great game. Wow. See you.
See you later.
She can't do this.